Hey, good morning, class. Good Saturday morning at the time that I'm recording this. Recording our, sadly to say this, bittersweet to say this, but this will be the last time that I'm going to record a video for this class to send out because this is our last week of class. Like I said, these summer classes fly by pretty quickly, and yet here we are. It's week 8, and we are wrapping things up. So I do want to start by saying thank you for helping to make this summer semester enjoyable for me. I've really enjoyed, I know we don't meet in person, but I really enjoyed kind of opening up my laptop every day and checking like discussions and response papers and the assignments and things that we've done throughout this 8-week course. So I've really enjoyed that time, even though I haven't got to meet any of you in person, but I really feel like I've gotten to meet you all in different ways. So it's been a pleasure for me. Really enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed this course. I know the summer courses may not always be the most fun because they're just so fast and it's the summertime. You're kind of doing things at a time maybe you normally wouldn't. So it's a little different, but I think we managed to get through it and survive just, fine. And I hope you got the grade or performance you were hoping for, and I also hope maybe you learned a little bit about psychology. Maybe in the end you learned a little bit about yourself. Ultimately, that would be kind of the bigger goal, in my opinion. But anyways, just thank you all for making this enjoyable and bringing your best effort each and every week. I tried to always bring my best effort, and I hope that was reflected. But anyways. So this is our last week. Just wanted to give you a reminder that your scientific article review is due on the 22nd. So you need to locate an article. I provided you with some links of places to find articles like apa.org, for example, or Google Scholar, or the OSU OKC website, library website, would be a great place to find some really interesting research. But I need you to find an article, write it up, write it up in your own words, and tell me why it's important, and submit that by the 22nd. You're just going to copy it into the text box entry, so make sure you get that in by the 22nd, and I'll start grading those. This week, I want you to concentrate on our last chapter, though. Once you finish up with the writing assignment, concentrate on our last chapter, which is chapter number 14 on social psychology. This is the chapter where we're intersecting psychology and sociology. Up to this point, most of our chapters have been really focused in on individuals, but sociology is the chapter we're going to look at how we are influenced by other people and sort of how our behavior and cognition changes in group settings. So that'll be a little bit different. This chapter might be a little bit of review if you've taken the course on sociology before or plan to take it. Maybe some of the information will be familiar or interesting to you. This chapter will cover a lot of topics, including the subject of attitude formation, how our attitudes are linked to behaviors, and then also you're going to look at some of the more famous or infamous experiments that have taken place in psychology, specifically the Stanford Prison Experiment, the Milgram Obedience Study, and then Ash's study of conformity. All three are very controversial in their own right, but all wildly fascinating. So read about those. So chapter 14 is our last chapter. We have an exam as well this week that is now open. It's exam number 4. It only covers 2 chapters. That is chapter number 13, chapter number 14. And it's 50 questions, so about 25 each. Same format as usual, no time limit, but it will close promptly on Friday night, the 26th, at 11:59 p.m. I have to turn in grades Saturday morning. So please give yourself enough time, but don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until like 11:30 on Friday night. You just won't have enough time. Use the practice quizzes. Feel free to email me over the next few days if you do have questions about the exam, about exam number 4. Pretty straightforward. This week we don't have a response paper or discussion. I just want you to finish up your writing assignment, and I want you to worry about the exam if you haven't taken it yet. I don't think really anybody's taken it yet, or maybe you have. I don't know. So make sure you get those 2 things in. I'm going to post grades on Saturday, so you should have a pretty good idea what your grade's like right now. Like if you've been doing the response papers and discussions and you've done well in the exams, that's a pretty good prediction of how well you'll finish the course out. But by all means, it's not the time to slack off either. It's not the time to mail it in. Just if you have an A right now, you still need to work a little bit hard, work hard to finish off the semester strong. But, if you have any questions about your grades or anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email over the next week. But, they're going to be submitted Saturday, and you should have a pretty good idea. I think that'll go to your student records pretty soon or shortly thereafter. Sorry, my screensaver just cut on randomly, even though I'm clearly using the computer. Weird. So if you just saw me like wig out for a sec, I promise I wasn't like having a stroke or something. I'm just like, my computer is really weird. But anyways, so that's really it for this last week. Again, absolutely enjoyed our time together. A little different, in an online setting. We don't get to meet each other face to face, but we have had other interactions that have been very enjoyable for me. So read chapter 14, turn in your writing assignment, and then finish exam 4 by Friday, and we are done. You can go enjoy what is left of the summer. There's a few weeks left in the summer, of course, before the fall starts up, so try to enjoy that time as best as you can. So otherwise, I hope to see everyone maybe around campus, or maybe you'll take another psych class with me one of these days. Who knows? We'll see. But other than that, hope everyone has a great week and a great summer. I'll see you around some other time. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.